We're going down the building with Jimbo. Did you shovel this pie? I suppose no one else would shovel it for you.
Actually, I can shovel, but I had to be careful when I go to lift.
Oh, you're still hurting that way, are you?
No, I got no strength in this arm.
Okay.
Or, like the strain of it, but I can shovel, but I don't actually pick the shovel up and throw it. I just kind of scoop it and throw it sideways.
I understand.
But I don't think I broke anything, because I don't think I'd be feeling this good if I broke anything.
Feeling this good, he says.
Yeah.
Feeling good, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Me and Jolene are going to get a couple snowmobiles like this sometime in our life. More
I had
snowmobiling.
Oh, I had at least 30 of them, but I ran out of money, so I sold all of them, but this one. But
oh wait. Anyways, there's a package.
Oh, they're dangerous machines.
I know that. I got a package here for you. Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Man, I walked in here and never knew you had that car. I'd want to buy it.
I'm not used to getting gifts, so I'm. It's like I have no bedside manners, if you know what I mean. Like,
open her up. Let's see what it is.
Usually the gifts I get are from UPS or something on a parcel that I spent thousands of dollars for, from the States or something.
Jim, that's a good-looking grill that you made, brother.
It's off-sided because the bumper, where I pulled this out a little bit because it was all crunched in, where I pulled it out, the bumper came over this way.
I don't want to say anything, but the bumper's got a hole in it there, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks good, man.
But I got the radiator back in. It had a little pinhole in it that I messed around with. It had nothing to do with the accident because the radiator's back in there like 2 feet.
We didn't have an accident. We were just playing bumper cars.
But anyway, afterwards, after that, I felt like going for a drive out in the yard, and I put a whole bunch of planks down, and I forgot all about that key switch brake, and I started up in reverse, and away I went. The damn car came down the hill so fast, it pushed all the logs out of the way, and I missed the doorway and took out that corner of the barn. Smashed
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, that's where all those cracks are, and I had to take, blocks of wood and a sledgehammer and beat the wall back into place.
Are you serious?
It pushed it out about 6 inches. And actually, then I put it in drive. It went ahead, and then I put it in reverse, and I smashed into the wall. Then I did the same fucking thing as I did up there on the truck.
Why didn't you call us? I wanted to see that.
Yeah, it hit awful hard.
In the back bumper?
Back bumper and tail light. Yeah, right on the door frame, and just crushed and pushed everything. I had quite a job pushing the cement wall back in.
Come take a look at the wall.
So the doors would fit again, but come this summer, it just shattered. It didn't knock anything out, but if I'd hit it a couple more times, it would have. But
did you knock with the taillight?
It didn't hurt the car any.
Good.
Not a mark.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Got some things cleaned up here. You got the engine out of the way. Got the car back out of the way.
Yeah.
Got some things cleaned up, man.
But anyway, I learned my lesson. I have it. Oh, I did also find out that this is not the original transmission, and it did not have park. It's a hydromatic.
So you need an emergency brake on this bad boy.
You leave the car in gear and you start it in neutral, and it'll start in gear. But as I said, there's no park. This transmission did not have park. It's a hydromatic.
And you took out the wall.
But
that's too bad.
Anyway, I don't think I'm too excited about driving it around too much until I get brakes, because I can't remember to keep turning off the key. It's not a natural thing, because usually when I get something running, I don't want to turn it off because it won't go again. But this thing, it's always started. It just doesn't want to stop. But look at no rust. Isn't that it's sat here all winter?
It's quite dry in here then.
This year it's been so cold, nothing sweats. Sometimes everything sweats, but it's been good.
We've had some sweat down in our building, have we not, baby? We went in the other day and it was just water.
Oh, it's terrible. It's bad.
It can ruin a lot of stuff.
Yes, and not only that, but it sweats in the metal under the undercoating.
Don't be like that now.
So it's even worse than what we think. Undercoating barely can tackle it, because the sweat comes from in the metal. And, but anyway, come on in.
Let's go in your lair here.
Yeah. Oh, a parcel.
Wow, that does look nice, Jimbo.
Yeah, you guys walk
Wow.
around and it's
Holy-
kind of self-explanatory. I don't really have to say boo. But anyway, in here, I didn't put much paint and just a light scuffing with the 2500, and I had it smooth. But on the other parts that I've done, like that engine bonnet, the little fins, the orange peel was almost like cement. I spent the best part of 2 days sanding these little tiny ribs without getting the edge, because if you sand the edge, of course, it's aluminum, right? It just melts. Like if you sand the least bit sloppy, you take the edge off, and then it's silver.
And you polish that,
And
obviously.
that's all polished. And I didn't go down in here, like I didn't go. The orange peel is still down inside here.
Man,
but
you're going to be a wanted man to polish
But anyway,
cars.
I sanded. It took 2 whole days with.
Wow.
Well, here's the sandpaper right here, just like fingerprint or finger point, like. Oh.
And you polish it back up by hand too, I take it?
No, I use the little drill with buffer pads.
Are you
Roll, medium, and then the super fine with the super fine compound. And the super fine compound was like $60 for a great big jug. And I'll never use all this. It's half gone. I used half the bottle.
Wow.
And I used the whole bottle of the coarse stuff.
Wow.
But everything's done minimum. Know what I mean? Like, I didn't overdo it. Like, as soon as it got shiny, that's where I stopped. I didn't. And of course, there's lots of boo-boos. Like I've got down through primer in the odd spot, which are there. But anyway.
Smooth.
Yes. And these things, I took these in the house, and of course I couldn't sand down in here, because I can't buff it, and I was not going to hand buff down inside theirs, but I sanded this whole outer edge all the way around and buffed it, and that sanded pretty good. But down in here,
Isn't that smooth?
like it's a little hard to see, but serious orange peel and dullness down in here.
Oh,
But
Jimbo.
anyway,
Serious orange peel.
but anyway, it turned out good. Like, and if you got little like lines or scuffs. Not scuffs, but lines from the sanding not quite good enough.
Yeah.
When you buff it and you can see those lines, you don't have to go back to sanding. The coarse buffing with the wall, just several times over it, wipes them out, and then you go back through the finer. Like, you don't have to go back to sanding. Like, the buffing will take care.
I've never buffed a whole car before.
Because I had some scratches right here.
A lot of work.
Or like lines that I didn't like,
Yeah.
so I buffed it, and they're gone.
Look, there's these tape in these flyers.
Yeah, and I doubled up the tape because I was rubbing on it here on the edge, but I didn't have to.
Well done, Jimbo. Well done.
But anyway, and I did this strip around the windshield. Had to be awful careful because my tape wanted to peel my black off.
Yeah.
And I had to use the heat gun, like you said.
Just warm the tape back up again. Man, it looks amazing. Looks amazing.
The true story will be when it's outdoors in the sunlight. That'll show up.
That'll look twice as nice outdoors.
Yeah, but if there's any scratches or
won't see
any
'em
dullness. Oh, okay. Well, then I got it made then.
Yeah, you got to. Indoors is where indoors where the light is, and that's where you see the stuff.
But you can see, if you look in the light, you can see a bit of a texture on the top here, and I think it was from the heavy orange peel, and I sand it by hand. I did not use a block. And another trick, when you use water and a little bit of soap and you're sanding, you can't go in a straight line because you run out of water and the paper sticks and gouges, and then you come back into the water. I had to go in circles back and forth to keep the water circulating around the paper. The straight lines, like I've seen on videos, where people go like an X pattern.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they keep the water on the paper, because I found as soon as I tried to go in a straight line, within 6 inches,
you were out of paper.
I'm out of water, and the paper gums up, it sticks and stuff. So
that's a good point. That's a very good point.
You know, so round circles and then back and forth, the water circulates and it acts like a lubricant, and it just does a beautiful job. And less scratches. But anyway, you can see a little bit of the orange peel texture from not blocking it. Know what I mean? Like you can see kind of, it's not,
You've been in here for hours looking at it.
well, the trunk lid and stuff is a little worse. It was heavy, but anyway, I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah. But
Looks amazing.
the paint job is really soft.
Yeah.
This urethane is soft paint. Like years ago, the rule was you put it on, it just keeps getting harder and harder as the years go by.
Yeah.
But not anymore. It's soft paint.
Well,
like it gums up the paper. You go like this and you got scratches.
That's why I use the clear coat hardener.
Yeah, it's tougher. It has a better resistance to.
I don't know. There's two different hardeners. You can get a
Yeah,
urethane hardener.
well, I would have used that if I knew. But
If you
at
can,
the time.
But yeah, it looks beautiful.
Good
Well
thing
done.
Life is so long. We have lots of room for improvement. Yeah, I guess.
What did you just say? Life is
long. It's long, so you have room for improvement. But anyway, if you look here, you can see kind of just a weird kind of sensation, and I think that's from hand sanding the orange peel instead of block sanding.
I see beautiful wet paint is what I see.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Well, you're full flattery because I've seen you compliment terrible paint jobs, but none of your paint jobs are terrible.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I've done some terrible paint jobs. I have.
But anyway,
That looks good.
yeah,
That
help
looks
me
real good.
put that engine bonnet on first, and then we'll celebrate by taking this thing out.
Then we're going to celebrate.
Yeah. This goes on super easy. There's a couple things that matter. Don't drop the bolts. There's the nuts. Yeah. Don't drop the bolts. If we drop one of those bolts, God only knows what kind of damage it's going to do down in there, and it'll never come out.
You're jinxing me.
No.
What I'm going to do is
I dropped a socket down in there, and it took me days to get it like off and on.
what I'm going to do then is I'll just hold it and I'll let you put them on.
Well, you're on that side. I'll be on this side.
I understand that, but you're going to put your side on, then you can come over and put the other side on. I'll just hold it. I'm going to do my jacket up so I don't
Okay, yeah. Or
take it off. I don't want them buttons on there. My zipper's covered.
okay, yeah,
You know what I mean? It's got a covering over the zipper.
yeah.
I'll put my fingers in between the
Just
paint.
throw it there. That should be pretty much it.
Now, does it have adjustment?
Nope. Nope. Very little adjustment. There's a little scratch. Previous people, mechanics, put a scratch on the alignment, so there's no chance of it being wrong.
Second, I want to get my hand in there, Jimbo.
Oh, that one won't stay up. You'll have to.
You get yours, and then I'll wait for you. No problem at all. I'm going to wait for you, because I'm not dropping them bolts. You might have to take your rag out of there to get that in there.
Or
Put
this.
less in it.
Less thinner rag, yep.
Jolene's.
Well, there's my side. You can do it.
Now
I'll
come on
hold
over.
this.
Come on over. You got her. Come on over. Get this side.
Oh.
Flop her up on. Put her on.
Okay. Yeah, that way if I drop the bolts, it's.
Your fault.
Yeah.
I'm not going there, Jimbo. You have to be mad at yourself today if them bolts fall, right?
Well, you can't do too much damage except for if it drops in the timing belt area, but the motor, it can't go in the motor because that's all sealed up. Okay.
Turn that on just a little bit more. The bottom one. All right.
Okay, drops down to that line.
All right. Can I take this out of here?
What? Yes.
Yeah.
Probably have to.
You do your adjustment, whatever you've got to do.
Oh, mine's right on.
All right, well, you go for it, and then you come over and do this one.
Oh, you're...
Not wanting to take any responsibility is what you... Nope.
No.
I don't want no responsibility.
It's almost as bad as driving somebody else's car.
I don't do that either. Nope. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Well, I can tell you, this is a lot easier than doing it by myself.
Are you up, down? Where are we going to go?
Down.
Jesus, hitting down there, Jimbo.
There.
Probably working against you a little bit, I am, but...
Nope. That's good.
Jolene's stepfather has he's into Fieros. He's got a bunch of them.
Oh, I saw the video.
And I want to make
Yeah.
a supercar to one of them. I don't know how super it's going to be, but
It's as super as you make it.
there you go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Ooh. Right on.
Is it only one?
Just one. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't design too much of this car.
Would you have changed a few things?
I did.
You did.
Yeah, they had the front bumper went on with
Is that good?
holes in the frame
Yeah.
for the bolts to go through. Or how was that? No, they had bolts on the bumper that went in through the holes, so you had to take half the front end apart to get up in there to put the nuts on.
Yeah.
And also you had to hold the bumper while you're doing it because the bumper and the rubber bumpers and the bumper were on the bumper going through the holes into the frame, so the bumper wouldn't sit there unless you had the nuts on. You couldn't reach in. You had to lay in underneath with someone
You had
else.
to have two people
up
holding
in around with all the spoiler and there, all kinds of shrouds out of the way in order to put the nuts on. So I modified it when I fixed the bumper brackets, and I put studs sticking out so that
cool.
the bumper goes on. The rubber bumpers were on the body with the frame, like the frame with the rubber bumpers with the bolts. So the holes were in the bumper. So the bumper just slides on. Then you can go in and have a coffee, come out, and then put the nuts on.
Can I let this?
No two people.
Can I let
No
this-
taking the spoiler off or anything.
Can I let this go?
Yes. Yes. I forgot to tell you that.
There you go. Awesome. That was easy. Fine-tuned fitting it too, isn't it? That's pretty basic trunk cover, you know. I mean, engine cover, is it not?
It's aluminum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty basic. I mean, there you go. Look at that now, would you? Hickory dickory dock. I'll have to take some designing cues off this car for that on that Fiero. He's got the all stripped down, like there's no body panels on whatsoever, so it's freedom. If you know what I'm saying, there's no
He
body.
had quite a few.
Yeah, there's one out back that's got a really nice shell in it. Got a nice floor in it, and it's got a shell like Jolene, really nice.
Oh, I got to bring this back this way a little bit, or that up that way. I'm off just a little
Looks
bit.
fine.
No, bigger gap here than over there.
I got you now. Now I'm looking what you're
And
looking at. Yeah, I see
small
what.
here, big there.
Yeah.
Small there, big here.
Did you want a hand with that? Or you just want to leave it?
Which way was
Just
that?
a matter of loosening those two bolts off and just pulling it that towards you. But we're going to bring this line tighter here. That's
The trunk lid, when it opens, it touches this, so I probably should go that way.
probably shove that
over.
in.
Yeah. Okay.
Dun, dun,
But,
dun, dun, dun.
Well,
You wouldn't
the
take long to-
supercar thing on this Fiero, you can, if according to what you get for ideas, you can go to quite the extremes.
Well, the Fiero, you can put a 350 in the back of them, I guess. You can change the V6 out for a 350, and I've seen some 350s on Marketplace that are talking big horsepower. Be scary stuff. Don't know what the handling will be like, but I'm gonna let you do that. That's all the way down, Jimbo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Guess we're not moving that side. Often that's the case, isn't it? You're stuck with the adjustments that they give you unless you want to do a lot of work.
Well, that's what it comes down to. Where's the gift from? UK, okay. UK, okay. Well, I'm going to let this go on this side, or you want me to hold it?
No, I got it. I don't think I moved it actually. Yep. Yeah, the sky's the limit when it comes to what you want to do. The biggest problem is,
That go forward or down?
I think I want to go back this way.
Okay. And they say not to use rivets on cars. Look, we got all kinds of rivets in this thing.
Oh, my Lord, there's many different kinds of rivets, too. Millions of rivets.
Oh, it's good.
That's better.
Right on the money. That's good.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have a hard time getting warm. Well, I suppose once you got sanding, did you warm your water up before you bring it out?
Yes,
you used cold
sir.
water. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I had I never had it much over 10. You know, when it was super cold, I don't like big electric bills.
No one does,
But
I don't think.
the main thing that actually 10 degrees with a little bit of clothes and you're sanding, that you warm up.
I've got a salamander over
You know
there.
what I mean? Like,
Do you ever use
well,
salamander?
I use that little thing, but I found once
Stinky, though.
once I got it up to oh, I know, yeah. Once I got it up to like 10 or 12 with that going, and I'm here sanding away, and the water's hot and concentrating, and the weird angles you have, like ongoing, like it goes. You sand forever when you sand. You just time stands still. You might as well just daydream about anything in the world because you got all the time in the world to daydream while you're doing it because it's monotonous. But anyway, I had to come over and turn off the heat because
Wow.
too much effort. Like, and if you press the least bit hard, it gums up the paper. So you have to just the weight of your hand.
Just the weight of your hand.
Oh my. Presents from heaven.
Pretty nice gesture, though, eh? Pretty nice gesture. Jimbo took out the wall of his shop. Man, we'd like to see that one. We'd like to have that.
Yeah. Jeez.
And the custom grill looks good, doesn't it? I think it does.
Well, I didn't get it on video, but
That stuff right there that's fun.
yeah, I used to love that stuff when I was a kid. What is this? It's probably something to do with cars, tools, or grown-up stuff. It won't be like a little Tonka toy or anything like that. So, do you collect this bubble wrap?
Well, I just like banging it, that's all.
Oh yeah, I know. That 41 Chev, I got bubble wrap wrapped around the motor. It's the only plastic I had, and I had tons of this stuff. So I just wrapped the whole thing and taped it up.
Let's look at this now. Let's look at some of Jimbo's music.
Oh, that's
I gotta just go through your
not
music.
Not necessarily. Some of these my CDs have been here forever.
Well, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
This one, what was it? Squirrel nut zippers? That now, would you?
Yeah.
You said it wasn't a Tonka.
No, I did, didn't I?
That's nice, eh? That's
This
a
is a
student.
37. I have two 39s. One's blue and one's purple. So this can sit up beside the 39s.
Wow, that's nice.
Actually, no. No, they don't make a 39. Mine's a 37. This is 3 of these I got. I got a blue one, a purple one, and now I have a green one.
Didn't
The
you
other
get?
2 are sitting on top of my refrigerator. But no, that's cool. That's great, great, and it's green. Green that go good with the blue one and the purple one.
Is that ZZ Top's first album?
Yeah,
ZZ
that
Top?
was the first CD I played in this thing. After I put the
I like
stereo
ZZ Top.
in.
They're good, eh?
Good. I like these things.
John Lee
And
Hooker.
being a Studebaker, that'll match my Studebakers. It's good that it's not a Ford or a Chev.
And Nirvana. Got a good taste in music there, Jimbo.
That I got thousands of CDs. I don't even know where they all came from.
Well, you probably bought them.
Did you say you had the Hot Wheels toy?
Of the Ford. Of the Ford coupe that we're doing.
No, I used to.
You give it away.
I gave it Adam Dory.
And you have the green one. That's the rare one, isn't it not?
Oh, there's no name here.
I think it was from Steve. Steve.
Steve
Yeah.
Morris?
Yeah.
Oh, same guy.
Yeah.
Steve Morris.
You ever watch that Steve Wilco show?
Well,
Steve!
thank you very much, Steve Morris. I'm glad I suspect he got my letter.
You
'Cause
write letters, Jimbo?
I wrote. It was actually the first letter I've wrote since I was a teenager or younger. I didn't explain that, I don't think, in the letter, but I did write a thank you note.
I write love
Like,
letters to Jolene. And it's not very
Yeah,
deep. It's just
I have 2 just like that, and the other one's purple and blue. So this one can sit right beside
Awesome.
the blue one and the purple one.
That's a good gesture. It's a good gesture.
I had a Ferrari like this, convertible,
Yeah?
in one of these,
Yeah.
and here about 7 or 8 years ago, I gave it away, and I phoned.
quite a giver.
Well, I'm slowing down on giving now, but anyway, I phoned him and asked him I want it back, and he said,
No.
"You want what back?" And I said, "That 118 metal die-cast Ferrari convertible I gave you." "When did you give me that?"
No, he didn't even keep it.
Didn't even remember that I even gave it to him. Anyway, I told him off, and I haven't seen him since. I'm still mad at him.
Jimbo,
As I said, I don't make any apologies for it. I have no bad side manners. Everybody might think I'm such a nice guy. I'm actually not always a nice guy.
You're human.
Well, as I said, I told him off, and I haven't talked to him since.
You're human.
It pissed me off. He couldn't even remember me. It bothers me that I gave it to him. So I asked him for it back, and he didn't even know I gave it to him. He forgot. I think what happened, he was visiting, and he was here driving a rent-a-car, and I think he put it on the floor in the rent-a-car. Then he took off in the rent-a-car, and it slid underneath the seat, and he never gave it another thought, and it's in the rent-a-car.
Someone's got it.
Someone got it.
Someone's got it. Someone's
Cleaning
having a good-
lady.
Someone's cleaning lady got it. Yeah. We were looking at
Great. Yeah, that'll look good with the blue and the purple one.
We was looking at a car last week, a 58 Lincoln, and it's all tore apart, but the body's really good on it. Are you interested in the job putting it back together? Pay you. You can think about it. I'm just thinking. I'm not saying anything. It's just,
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, I'm not joking. It's a 58 Lincoln, and it's tore apart, isn't it? It's tore apart. The body's all there. It starts and runs, but all the stain, like the dash is out of it.
Oh, okay. Dismantled so that he could refine it and eventually put back together.
Yeah.
So it's dismantled to refine.
Yeah. And it's be quite a job. Well, I'm going to say quite a job. You'd have to go through everything, that's all. And you'd have to have quite a space to, yeah.
Where did I put? I must have left my coffee in the other part
You'll
of
have
the
to
house.
think about that.
Well,
I don't see.
I take great comfort in less to do. Oh, it's on the skidoo.
All right.
Less to do, like.
You take great comfort in that, do you?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah.
Great comfort. Great comfort and less to do.
Yeah. I had a squirrel nest in the trunk down behind the carpet by the tail light. There was a cup of seeds with a little bit of straw. A squirrel. I seen one all summer messing around in here. Anyway,
why does it want to stay in the Ferrari? Why can't it stay in?
I know. Well, anyway, underneath the console where the shifter rod goes through, down by the gas tank, there's rubber grommet that is almost impossible to keep in place because the wiring harness is too close and you can't get it. It just doesn't want to stay in place. So I didn't worry about it. I left it out. I just left it loose. Well, it goes in through there, up through the console, all the way through the car, up through this cavity here where the roof beams go back in to lower the roof to the trunk. And then back here it goes down in through the carpet and hid all its winter nuts in around the taillight. But I had to, in order to take all these things off, I had to take the carpet out in order to unhook the stuff. And also on the computer, there's one relay that keeps falling off because it's an extra long, heavy relay. So there's little tabs on the metal posts on the relay that I got to bend a little bit to make.
Little squirrel sees that you like the car, so it likes the car.
Yeah, I don't like squirrels and mice in the car.
No, I guess not.
So anyway, I'm going to take the air breather off and make sure nothing's contaminated in there. I don't want to start it up and have the air breather half plugged off.
There's the temperature.
Yep, 40.
We're just hitting a little over 40.
But anyway, you talk about poor paint jobs, but look at that. Look at that in the sunlight, like in here, right?
You holding it?
No. Yes, I am.
You hold it and I'll let go of it. You got it?
I got it. I just want you to look. See, now that was perfectly sanded. That's how poor the paint job went. Know what I mean? So anyway, it doesn't matter. It's way in underneath. But, like when you aim for perfection and you don't get it,
it's heart-throbbing.
It kind of rubs you the wrong way. So then
you
lower your standards and you aim for perfection up to a certain level on the highlights, and you have to overlook some things. Like as I said, in here still orange peely, but it has to stay. At least you can't see it from the angle. So it is what it is. But the cat will jump up on it and scratch it all to hell this summer anyway. So yeah, like if this thing should almost, like someone said, a china cabinet or something. Well, yes, know what I mean? If you drive like out in this world, oh my Lord, like everything I meet on the road wants to run me off the road or throw rocks at me.
I'm going to tell you something. When you
driving,
first start going to ride around on the road, there's going to be some potholes that are going to want to eat this thing up.
Yeah. I don't even know if I can drive it this summer because the roads are so bad.
Well, right now they're not so good, but hopefully they get around to fixing them. But wow, we've hit some big potholes, haven't we, baby?
Yep.
We're driving a big Suburban with big tires on it, and it bangs. Bang.
Like if you were driving like 5 miles an hour, the tire, you would hit the bumper on the ground. The tire would drop down in so bad.
There's some big ones, that's for sure. But I mean, we can't expect nothing less. That's what the roads are. I mean, that's what with the weather we get.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
it was that.
It's nobody's fault. It's just
extra cold, and then extra warm, extra hot, and extra cold, and then it rained, and all the pavement just broke up, and it was all in snowbanks. Like cars hitting the pavement, broke it up, and black chunks were all in the snowbanks, all on the road, and it all happened in 2 days.
Well, I tell you, we've got ice in the door. I don't know when our ice is going to leave. We've got you've been there, obviously. We've got ice underneath the snow.
Yeah, I'm scared to death of your yard.
So am I. But it's frustrating. It really is. It's frustrating. But it'll back off sometime, I guess. But we're supposed to get more snow again. We got snow last night, and we're supposed to get more snow in the next couple days. Another little storm coming. The winter's not over yet, brother.
Yeah, we got to use it up, I guess, before May or June, or else we won't have summer.
There you go. Masks are off completely on the 21st.
The what?
21st. Mandates are all done. We're going
Yeah,
back to normal.
I got an appointment at 1 o'clock for that third booster, but I'm almost having second thoughts. Maybe I'll play hooky.
Well, you know.
What do you think?
Well,
Because I'm not a total big supporter of it. I'm not against it, but where things are lightening up, and I'm hardly around anybody, and
do you want to get sick?
My arm still gets
Do you want to get sick?
from COVID or the vaccine.
Well, do you like when you get the shot, you'll probably end up getting.
Well, I survived the last two
Oh, yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good, except for my arm still hurts.
We actually made an appointment for ours, but we didn't go because we didn't get notified. So we're not worried about it. We got double.
Maybe I don't get notified.
We're double vaxxed. Like
Yeah, I double, but as I said, things aren't getting worse out there right
That's what
now.
I'm saying. So what's your
why?
need?
Yeah,
You know, I'm just saying if you went in there and got I'm not talking
a
you out
bottle of
anything.
pop and a bag of chips and said, "Sorry, guys." Well, I'd be better off.
You'd probably be better off. You know, if
Well,
you're gonna get your
as I
booster,
said,
you
I'm-
might come home and be sick. That would suck.
I know. Yes, and I might be. Yeah.
That would suck
Well,
for no
that
reason.
would. I survived the last two quite well, but
Yeah?
my arm hurt and my arms actually still hurts.
We got ours with a rusty needle, didn't we? Mine mine hurt too, actually.
Scary stuff.
But
Like as I said, I'm flexible either way, but I don't see where it's quite as much of a crisis as it was a few months ago. I think things are lightening.
well, the
getting
mandates
better.
are coming off, so
Yeah.
I,
They said a couple months ago that this would sweep through and then it'd die down, and it sort of is.
you'll still find people wearing the mask. That's for sure.
Oh
No-
yeah,
no
yeah.
doubt in
And
my
you'll
mind.
still find the people that are just swinging flags of freedom too. You know.
I wonder where. Man, I'm not going there.
No,
I'm not going there.
no, the world has bigger problems.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
going there.
We don't even have to go there right now either.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Yeah, it's bad. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I want to put together a '58 Lincoln. Wow.
Well, that cures me.
That cures you.
Yeah, that cures me. Because I was thinking, wow, it'd be quite an undertaking, really, though. You'd have-
Yes and no. The actual undertaking is
finding everything.
fitting everything,
Yeah.
then taking it back sort of apart, like step by step fitting, so you know you're familiar with it. Take it back off, then getting it all prepared the way it has to be to suit you. And then go to the next step. And then by the time you get to the last step, you forgot how to do the first step. And then after you refine and paint everything, then you got to start all again by putting it back together.
Well, I hate when you
But
put,
first you
put
had
it
to
together
kind of fit
and then
it
you
together.
forget something, you got to take it all back
Oh,
apart.
that's
and then you
that's like when you're actually rebuilding a motor, you try not to do that. You know what I mean? You try to do each step
yeah.
thoroughly as you go through, and it's like check it off, like it's 100%, like paint on the nuts and everything. But in body work or putting a car together, no. Every single thing is you don't put lock washers on anything the first couple times because everything is coming back off tomorrow.
yeah.
You know, like if you put a fender on, don't just stick a few of the bolts in or adequate or all if you have to, but don't bother with all your washers.
Because you can't get your antenna up and you have to put your antenna
Yeah,
up through.
well, it's coming back off.
exactly.
Guaranteed it's coming back off.
I hear you.
You know,
I hear
very
ya.
few things go together like they're like a flat rate. There's no such thing as flat rate when you're customizing.
Well, when it comes to putting
The rolls don't apply. You have to bend and twist the universe out of shape to make it work. You know, so you can't go. There's no rules. Like you're making it up as you go.
generally.
Yeah. But anyway, oh well, That's good. That truck will look good. I take it out. I don't leave these things in the proper package. I take them out and set them on
You
top.
get to enjoy it.
I set them up on top of the fridge where they get like an inch of dust, and then once in a while I wash them off. But that'll look good sitting beside the purple one and the blue one.
Are we going up? Get ready?
Oh,
You're not going to drive this thing this winter?
No, and I'm going to be taking my time before she's on the road this spring too, because it's going to take them a while to fix the roads. But that all happened in like 1 week when the weather went back and forth a few times.
Yeah, Jim, we're going to have to get a couple. Jolene, we're going to have to get a couple of them snowmobiles like that. That'd be so much fun. So much fun.
This is one of these opposing twins are the fussiest skidoo they ever made for getting to run. These are like once you get a little bit of an idea how to do it, and you've got your carburetor set up so it's actually working. They start, but they never ever start like a normal snowmobile. Like
what year is this? What year is this one?
This is 68.
68.
Yep. But all the newer ones, like the twins and the singles and stuff, and some have decompressors, they all, as long as you have your carburetor working right, and you have your points work, and you got good plug, they start right up. But these don't. These are finicky. They vacuum lock. Like if you turn them off when they're hot,
yeah,
they vacuum lock. They got quite a little bit of a lot of drama about them.
I can remember playing with them. I had one just like it, or somewhat like it. I don't know if it was 68 or not, but I had a couple of them. Don't steer worth shit.
Deep snow.
Yeah.
Leaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. You use some kind of the same idea as downhill skiing.
Yeah.
You have to throw your whole body into it, and you have to have a little bit of momentum. And deep snow and snowbanks, like they're no good for driving on rough, beat down trails like the groomed trails. Like they're only
snowmobiles nowadays. You just turn like that, and they just turn.
But yeah, today's skidoos or snowmobiles have nothing to do with these old ones.
You got that right. Nothing to do. We're gonna go home and do something, ain't we, baby?
Well,
you staying down the shop? You going back up?
No, I better check in that box, make sure there's no letter or something.
Here's our vise to hold our dry shaft. Cold, eh, baby? Just standing around, cold.
It says, to Jim, a belated Christmas gift that got lost in the post. Best wishes, Steve Morris, UK.
Good job, Steve Morris.
And it's a sticker.
This thing have flowers on it? This tree have flowers on it, does
No.
it? Just grows them nuts? What is it, a squirrel tree?
Yeah.
Squirrel tree. Grows nuts on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I should paint the top of my car blue.
Not a bad idea.
From the line up.
Yeah. Support the Ukrainians.
Yeah.
Is that red from your Ferrari?
Yeah.
I knew it. It's a sad thing that's going on.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty, baby. We'll shut her down. You're probably freezing. Alright, everybody. See you later.